Welcome to Time to Thrive. It's really wonderful to see you all today, isn't it, Blue? It sure is great to see you all. So let's have a check-in and see how we're all doing, shall we? Today's check-in is, if you were a type of soup, what type of soup would you be? Thinking about that, Blue, are you? Even though, well, Miss Nick, they don't make blue soup, so I'm gonna have to go for tomato soup because it's bright red and it's smooth and it's creamy and it's delicious. Oh, Blue likes tomato soup. I think I would be vegetable soup because it's got more than one vegetable. It's full of vegetables and they're all chopped up or blended in it and it tastes delicious. Should we find out what we're going to do today, Blue? So we are in our activity, we're going to be making fairy cakes, yummy. And we've got a book about a girl who never made mistakes. We've got Violet coming from Mindful Moment. We've got Mulberry coming for some more music and rhythm. And we've got some jokes, the hula hoop challenge and a would you rather question too. Let's get on with it. To make rainbow fairy cakes, you will need preheat the oven to 180 degrees centigrade or gas mark 4. Please ask an adult to help with this as ovens are hot. 4 ounces of self-raising flour, 4 ounces of caster sugar, 4 ounces of softened butter, 2 eggs beaten, 2 tablespoons of milk, a cupcake tray with cup cases, icing sugar for decorating, and icing pens, and a mixing bowl. Add your butter and sugar to the mixing bowl and cream them together. You can use a mixer for this if it's easier. Then add the egg a small amount at a time. Then add the flour a small amount at a time, folding it in as you go. Add the milk and stir it in. Now add an even amount of the mixture to each of the cupcake cases. Place the tray in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes or until golden brown. Ask an adult to help with this as ovens are hot. Once out of the oven, leave to cool on a wire rack. To make the icing, add some icing sugar to a bowl. Then add a couple of tablespoons of warm water. Stir this together. Now it's time to ice them. Spoon a small amount of icing on top of each fairy cake. When that's dry, it's time to add the rainbows. I use different coloured icing pens to do this rainbow detail. Now they're ready to eat. Enjoy! Mulberry's here to see us. Hey there, Mulberry, how are you doing?
Right, Miss Nick, how you all doing? Are you ready to make some music?
We are, Mulberry, we are. What have you got in store for us today?
Well, today I'm going to teach you a song. It's got a lovely little rhythm, it's got a lovely little tune, and it's got a really positive message. Are you ready to join in?
Yes, we are. Can you teach it to us?
I can. Are you ready? It's called Every Little Cell. Ready? Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well.
Okay. Shall we do that? Will you join in with me? Okay, you ready? Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well.
Oh, that was great, Miss Nick. Now the second part goes like this. You ready?
Yes, we are.
I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well.
Fantastic. Shall we have a go at that as well? I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well.
Is that all right, Mulberry? It was, Miss Nick. You did a really great job. Can you put all those bits together then and sing it as one song?
We can try, can't we? Are you ready? So, Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. Wow. Whew, that felt good.
Thank you, Mulberry. You are very welcome. You can practice that song throughout the day and it'll put a smile on your face, won't it?
It sure will. Thanks, Mulberry. Today's story is called The Girl Who Never Made Mistakes. It's written by Gary Rubenstein and illustrated by Mark Pett. For Beatrice Bottomwell, Friday began like any other day. She matched her socks and, of course, she put her shoes on their proper feet. She remembered to feed her hamster, Humbert, his favourite food, broccoli, and when she made a sandwich for her brother Carl's lunch, she used exactly the same amount of peanut butter as jelly. When she stepped outside to greet her fans, she didn't forget to say good morning and thank you. They asked if she had made her bed. She had. They asked if she had forgot to do her maths homework. Nope. What about tonight's talent show, they asked. I'm ready, said Beatrice with a smile. After all, her juggling act had won 3 years in a row. Most people in town didn't even know Beatrice's name. They just called her the girl who never made mistakes, because for as long as anyone could remember, she never did. Unlike Beatrice, Carl made lots of mistakes. He ate his crayons and drew with his green beans. He danced with his hands and played the piano with his feet. Carl loved to make mistakes. At school, Beatrice was on a cooking team with her 2 best friends, Millie and Sarah. To make their giant rhubarb muffins, they needed 4 eggs. Beatrice went to the refrigerator and carefully chose the biggest, eggiest eggs she could find. But on the way back, her legs slipped out from under her. The eggs went flying. Beatrice was about to make her first mistake, but she didn't. That was close, thought Beatrice. For the rest of the school day, Beatrice could not stop thinking about her almost mistake. On her way home from school, Beatrice watched Millie and Sarah ice skating in the park. Come and join us, said Millie. It's fun, said Sarah. Beatrice watched them slip and slide on the frozen pond. Millie and Sarah laughed as they wobbled on the ice. No thanks, said Beatrice. At supper, Beatrice barely touched her food. Is everything all right, kiddo? Asked her father. I'm worried I'll mess up tonight, said Beatrice, and everyone will be watching. Worry? You don't make mistakes, he said with a smile. Beatrice tried to smile too. After supper, Beatrice got ready for the talent show. First, she woke Humbert from his nap. Next, she got the salt shaker from the kitchen table. Finally, she filled a balloon with water. The school auditorium was packed. Beatrice felt her stomach jumping around inside her. Beatrice waited for her juggling music to begin. That's her. That's the girl who never makes mistakes, said a woman. Oh, we know she'll be perfect, said a man. When the music started, she tossed Humbert into the air. Next, she added the salt shaker and finally the water balloon. Beatrice didn't miss a beat. The crowd clapped with delight, but Beatrice noticed something odd about the salt shaker. The specks falling out of it were not white. Achoo! Ooh! Humbert was so surprised by his sneeze that he grabbed the water balloon with his claws. Humbert, pieces of water balloon and the pepper rained down on top of Beatrice. For the first time in as long as anyone could remember, Beatrice made a mistake, and it was a big one. The music stopped. Beatrice didn't know what to do. Cry? Run off the stage? The crowd sat stunned. They couldn't believe that the girl who never makes mistakes made a mistake. Beatrice looked up at Humbert. He looked back at her. His hamster fur was soaked and speckled with bits of balloon. Beatrice let out a giggle. The giggle grew into a chuckle, and the chuckle became a laugh. The people in the crowd looked at each other and then back at Beatrice. They began to giggle, and then chuckle, and then finally roar with laughter. Beatrice and the audience laughed until they couldn't remember why they were laughing. That night, Beatrice slept better than she ever had. In the morning, no fans greeted Beatrice. When she got dressed, Beatrice, for no reason at all, put a polka dot sock on one foot and a plaid sock on the other. Beatrice and Carl made sandwiches. This time, they put the peanut butter and jelly on the outside. They called it an inside-out PB&J. Lunch was messy and delicious. Later, Beatrice found Millie and Sarah skating in the park. They fell a lot and laughed. Now, people no longer call her the girl who never makes mistakes. They just call her Beatrice. Blue, I've got to tell you, I feel so proud of my hula hooping. Do you know, there was for a long time I didn't think I was going to get any better at all. I just seemed to stay at only being able to do like 2 little hulas and then it dropped to the floor. Well, yesterday I think I finally cracked it. I can't wait to have another go today and see if I can do it for even longer. Violet's here to see us. Welcome, Violet. How are you doing? Oh, hello, Miss Nicholson. Hello, everyone. It's lovely to see you all. Well, Violet, what have you got in store for us today? Do you have a mindful moment or a breathing exercise to share?
Yes, I do, Miss Nick. Today, I want to show you all a way of breathing called star breathing.
Star breathing, that sounds wonderful.
So what do we need to do, Violet? Well, I know you've got a star to practice with, Miss Nick, but if you haven't, you can just imagine you've got a star in front of you and you use your pointy finger to go along the sides. And as you breathe along one side, you're going to take a long, slow inhale through your nose. That means breathing in through your nose down one side. And then when you go down the next side, you do a long, slow breathe out through your mouth. And then what you do, Miss Nick, is you go around the star, breathing in at the sides and out down the sides until you've gone all the way around a star. And by which time you should be feeling much calmer and more relaxed.
Sounds fantastic, Violet. Well, I'm going to pop you on my lap because I have made a star for us to practice with. There she is. So I've made this little star. And what Violet said to do is that we take our pointy fingers and we'll start at one point on the star. And as we go down this side, we're going to breathe in through our noses, so like this. And the trick is not to rush it, to take it nice and slow. And then we're going to breathe out along this side. And then breathing in through our noses. And then breathing out through our mouths. Breathing in through our noses. And swap hands. Breathing out through our mouths. Breathing in through our noses. Breathing out through our mouths. Breathing in through our noses. And breathing out through our mouths. Thank you for sharing that with us, Violet. That was really wonderful. And you're right, the trick is not to rush it, isn't it?
That's right, Miss Nick, because if you rush it, you're not going to slow your heart rate down and calm your breathing down. And that's how we trick our minds and our bodies into knowing that we're calm and actually feeling calm in real life.
Oh, I see. It's very important to take your time then. Thank you for sharing that with us today, Violet. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Take care, everyone.
It's time for the Would You Rather question, Blue. So today's question is, would you rather be always wearing pyjamas? Oh, that sounds quite nice, doesn't it? Or always wearing party clothes? Oh, I do love party clothes too. What do you reckon, Blue? What are you going to go for?
Party clothes! I love to party. I love my party clothes. I feel so special when I'm wearing my party clothes. I want to wear them every day.
Fair enough, Blue. I wonder what you would choose. Before we go, we've got time for the joke. Are you ready, Blue? He's ready. Today's joke is, what do you call a dog magician?
I don't know. What do you call a dog magician?
A labracadabrador.
A Labrador is a magician. Labrador. That's so funny, Miss Nick.
I'm glad you think so. That's all we've got time for today. We'll see you all again tomorrow. You ready, Blue? Au revoir, friendy eye.